A woman wrote to me last week about the intimacy in her marriage. Okay, she said, sex, I am sorry, but I said it. We are grown-ups here, and I won't discuss anything inappropriate here because this is not the place for it. But follow this because this applies to you too. She is in her 30s, married a while. She said she had started out cold, the way I started out cold, no language for any of it. Not sure if she was allowed to want anything, not sure if wanting was even a Jewish thing to do. And then for a few years, she had something, she did not know what to call it. She just knew it was there. And then somewhere in the last year or two, without either of them doing anything wrong that she could name, it stopped. She said, and I do not know how to ask him for it back. I do not even know if I am allowed to ask. I do not know if it is appropriate for a woman like me to say what I am saying to you right now. I want to tell you what I wrote back to her, and listen carefully because this applies to all of us about intimacy and other things in our lives. Because if she is asking this, then you are asking it too. And you have not said it to anybody. And it is Elul, not a bad time to repair a relationship. And there is not that much time. I told her three things. The first thing, she has the clean days coming every month. She has a window. That window is not just a mitzvah to check off. It is time given to her and to her husband on purpose to build back what has been slipping. You can use those days to run the laundry and rush the dinner and fall asleep on the couch. Most of us have. Or you can use them to sit next to your husband after the children are down and put your hand on his arm and say, I miss us. That is not a sin. That is the whole point of what you have been given. I wrote a whole chapter about this in the first book. The line from that chapter I want you to remember is this: the thing you are afraid to say is the thing that will save your marriage, and he is probably just waiting for you to say it. Read that twice. He is probably just waiting. The second thing I told her, a Hasidic marriage is not a marriage that has given up on closeness. That is a story people outside tell about us. It is not true. I wrote about this in the second book, and the line I want you to hold on to is this: that kind of joy is available in any marriage, in any community, to anyone willing to do the work, any community, ours too. You are not excluded from this because you are religious or Satmar or anything else, so you have to do the work. The third thing I told her, some of the work is private. It stays behind the door of your bedroom. It belongs to you and your husband. That is from the third book. Some things stay behind the door, but the fact that the thing stays behind the door does not mean the door has to stay closed. You have to open it, you have to walk through it, you have to say what you want inside the room out loud to the man you married. Hashanah is 3 weeks away. This is the season for repair. Somewhere in this book of heaven, there is a line about your marriage. What do you want it to say? I do not know if she is going to do any of this, but I think she is going to do one. What is the one sentence you have been afraid to say to your husband or wife? And what is stopping you from saying it before the Yuntif? I will come back to this because we have to work on relationships between man and between man and Hashem. What are your thoughts on this? See you tomorrow.